Welcome to Merv Griffin's Crosswords. Todd Steffens, a reporter from Washington, and Maria Harrigan, a newswoman from Illinois. And now, here's your host, Todd. That's it all. Welcome to Merv Griffin's Crosswords. It's for extreme, for furious, and then winner take off. Now there are two solvers for today. Todd Steffens is here from Washington. She has to visit the Olympics. Yes, the Olympics, they have a high dive. They also can swim in the pool. Like, I go swimming in the pool. Yeah, so welcome. Maria Harrigan is here from Illinois. She's going to visit Elgin. Yes, I'd like to go visit Elgin and see the Fox River. And also, it's like going to the pool and in some occasions, like occasions like making the news. Yes, walk on the boat. Like the game is played, first player by buzzer the correct answer and the correct spelling earns cash. And if you get it wrong, we'll subtract them out from your score and you're putting making a shot at it. We're both ready to play? Yes. Let's do crosswords. Here's a look at the puzzle to complete today. Hands on buzzers. Here's your first clue. Good luck to your both. 4 letters, $100. Bud or bait? Todd. Chum. C-H-U-M. Chum is correct. Right, here's your next clue. 4 letters, $100. Modified endowment contract insurance. Todd. Max. M-A-C-S. No, sorry. Look, it was Max one. M-E-C-S, not A. Here's your next clue. 5 letters, $100. Tex-Mex favorite. Maria. Chili. C-H-I-L-I. Chili is correct. Our next clue. 4 letters, $100. San Antonio Cat TV. Todd. Nick, K-N-I-C. Nick, yes. What's your next clue? 10 letters, $150. Cheer pilot for repairing flying instrument. Maria. Helicopter. Helicopter. Helicopter, yes. I can visit the helicopter. Here's your next clue. 4 letters, $100. Seeger or Davidson? Maria. Pete. P-E-T-E. Pete Seeger or Davidson? Okay, here's your next clue. 5 letters, $100. Brave man and wealth in Turkish languages. Todd. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. No, sorry. Look, it was Arkin. Here's your next clue. 7 letters, $150. Italian singer Laura. Maria. Pausini. P-A-U-S-I-N-I. Laura Pausini, yes, for Italian. And you also discovered the crossword extra, which includes only Maria may answer. Now, Maria, since you have how much more risk? $500. $500, Maria. You go for $500. 4 letters, ring-shaped membrane behind cornea in the eye with people in the center. Iris. R-I-I. Yes, that'll do it, Maria. Gives you $100. Back to a puzzle. Here's your next clue. 4 letters, $100. Ruler protected by citizens arriving. Todd. Tsar. T-S-A-R. Tsar is correct. Your next clue. 6 letters, $100. Subdued shade over color. Maria. Pastel. P-A-S-T-E-L. Pastel. Yes. Nice job, Maria. Here's your next clue. 5 letters, $100. Venezuelan river. Todd. Apure. A-P-U-R-E. Apure. Yes. Next clue. 4 letters, $100. What goes on the foot? Maria. Shoe. S-H-O-E. Shoe is correct, like the word on your shoe. That's the end of a round. Score, sir. Todd, $300. Maria in the lead of $1,100. But our spoilers are lurking in the shadows. Right back. Welcome back to Merv Griffin's Crosswords. At the right first round, Todd, we have $300. Maria in the lead of $1,100. Grab those putters, protect them, because here come our troll spoilers. Bad guys. Now let's meet our sport from North Carolina, Bill Graham. From Georgia, Cheryl Williams. And from Illinois, Gary Jackson. Welcome, spoilers.
Remember, front row, you'll have priority when answering. If you're answering correctly or don't bring it at all, that's when the spoilers will get their shot. Dollar values are doubled in this round, everyone. Hands on buzzers. Here we go.
8 letters, $300. Little Red Books, for example. Todd. Red Notes, REDNOTES. Red Notes is correct. Our next clue. 5 letters, 4 letters, $200. Company makes products from Home Depot, for example. Todd. Echo, ECHO. Good defense because Bill's breathing down your neck. There's your next clue. 5 letters, $200. Approximately 80% of Earth water. Maria. Ocean, OCEAN. Ocean is correct. And you also discovered that crossword getaway means Maria, you want a trip to where? Santa Barbara, California. Enjoy the ocean at Santa Barbara. Trip. Enjoy the ocean. .com. All right, congratulations, Maria. Let's put that also trip. Santa Barbara, Maria, also trip before the end of the show. All right, here's your next clue in the puzzle. 5 letters, $200. Amazed. Todd. Grant, Grant. No, not Grant. Gary Chanspoil. Inawe. For their spoil, no choice. Todd got that one wrong. You must take Todd's podium. Gary. Here's your next clue in the puzzle. 3 letters, $100. Cobra Kai character known as a hawk. Maria. Eli, ELI. Eli is correct. Our next clue. 5 letters, $200. Item of cutlery. Gary. Knife, KNIFE. Knife, yes. I was pardon because Cheryl's breathing down your neck. And your next clue. 7 letters, $300. Typhoon, hurricane, tornado, for example. Maria. Cyclone, CYCLONE. Good job, Maria. All right, here's your next clue. 6 letters, $200. Canary or lemon or solar, for example. Bill with a chance spoil. Yellow, YELLOW. For their spoil, that's Gary or Maria. Sorry, Maria. Maria, yes, Bill. Front row. Need another clue in the puzzle. 4 letters, $200. Units of wire of angle. Bill. Mills, MILS. Mills, good job. And you also discovered the crossword extra, which includes only Bill in the answer. Now, Bill, since you have, how much you want to risk? $1,500. $1,500. There you go for $1,500. 6 letters. Mammary gland of woman's chest. Breast. BREAST. For $1,500. It gives you $100. All right, back to a puzzle. Here's your next clue. 7 letters, $300. Animal or insect informally. Bill. Critter, CRITTER. Way to protect that pun because Cheryl's breathing on your neck. Your next clue. 7 letters, $300. Kitchen appliance that liquefies, grinds, and mixes. Bill. Blender, BLENDER. Yes. A blender. Here's your next clue. 4 letters, $200. Redecorated form again. Gary. Redid, REDID. That is good job. It's a tough one for redid. Here's your next clue. 6 letters, $200. Mold and mildew stain remover. Gary. No, sorry, Gary. Cheryl chance spoil. Kitten. KITTEN. No, sorry. Locked means Cheryl locked out for now. Get your opportunity chance to answer. This is tough one. Skidoo. Skidoo. Okay, here's your next clue. 4 letters, $200, money producer. Bill. Mint, M-I-N-T. Mint, nice job, Bill. And that's the end of our round. Scores are Gary, $1,500. Barbara and Lita, $4,400. And a Santa Barbara trip. You gotta protect those podiums. Right back.